Now, let's shift focus to Spain, where a prominent police officer, Oscar Sanchez, has been arrested. Sanchez, formerly the head of the police force's fraud unit, now finds himself accused of fraud. The irony is undeniable. Authorities discovered a staggering $21 million concealed in his home, not secured behind locks, but hidden within the walls and ceilings. It's the kind of discovery you'd have to see to believe. But the question remains, how did a police officer acquire such an enormous sum? And is it typical for criminals to stash their wealth inside walls? Our next report features Oscar Sanchez, once a celebrated figure in Spain's law enforcement. Until recently, Sanchez led the Fraud and Anti-Money Laundering Division, a role that ironically contrasts with his current arrest in a fraud case. Adding to the scandal, his wife, also a police officer, has been detained alongside him. The couple's secret? They were living in a house filled with cash. Authorities uncovered $21 million hidden throughout their residence in Alcalá de Henares, located about 30 kilometers east of Madrid. The money wasn't just lying around, it was ingeniously sandwiched between walls and ceilings. In one room alone, $8 million was discovered, while another $1 million was found stashed inside Sanchez's office cupboards. But the big question is, how could a police officer accumulate such wealth? The raid that revealed this fortune was part of a larger investigation tied to a cocaine bust earlier this month. Spain, being a central hub for drug trafficking, often sees major drug seizures. As the main gateway for narcotics flowing into Europe from cocaine-producing nations like Colombia and Peru, as well as cannabis from Morocco, such discoveries are unfortunately not uncommon. However, this case stands out for its shocking details. This cocaine bust is the largest in Spain's history and the second largest ever recorded in Europe, a staggering accomplishment. Over 13 tons of cocaine were seized, concealed within a shipment of bananas from Ecuador. This operation has triggered a wave of arrests across Spain, with 16 individuals, including Oscar Sanchez and his wife, now in custody. The couple faces a host of charges: drug trafficking, money laundering, corruption, and membership in a criminal organization. Investigators believe Sanchez had been collaborating with drug traffickers for roughly 5 years. Allegedly, he provided them with critical information, assisted in monitoring drug shipments, and facilitated evasion of law enforcement checks. The millions of dollars discovered in his home are believed to be proceeds from these activities. Authorities suspect Sanchez laundered the drug money using cryptocurrency and even acquired a collection of luxury vehicles through a relative. Despite his wealth, Sanchez maintained a modest public profile. Nevertheless, his actions have drawn comparisons to the notorious drug lord Pablo Escobar, who famously hid $18 million in the walls of his mansion. Yet this case is far from isolated. There have been several instances where people have hidden vast sums of money in their homes to avoid detection. In 2015, a municipal engineer in West Bengal, India, was raided by police who discovered a staggering $31 million concealed within the walls of his two-story house. But sometimes it's not law enforcement that uncovers these hidden fortunes. In 2022, builders renovating a house in the United States stumbled upon $500,000 hidden within its walls. However, they didn't get to keep the cash. It was returned to the heirs of the man who had previously owned the house and stashed the money. In Spain last year, a man renovating a house uncovered $60,000 hidden within the walls. However, his excitement was short-lived. The money was in Spanish pesetas, which had been phased out in 2002 when the country adopted the euro as its official currency. Clearly, whether it's in India, the US, or Spain, one thing is consistent: hidden money rarely leads to good news. Over the years, there have been numerous remarkable cases of people hiding money within the walls of their homes, often in a desperate bid to evade authorities or preserve illicit gains. One of the most striking examples occurred in 2015 in the Indian state of West Bengal. A municipal engineer was raided by police, who were stunned to uncover an astonishing $31 million in cash, meticulously concealed within the walls of his modest 6-room, 2-story house. The discovery highlighted the lengths some individuals go to in order to hide wealth obtained through dubious means. But not all hidden money is uncovered by law enforcement. In 2022, during a routine home renovation in the United States, builders stumbled upon a fortune: $500,000 stashed away in the walls. The discovery must have been thrilling for the workers, but the money's fate was already decided by law. It was returned to the heirs of the home's previous owner, the person who had initially hidden it. Spain, too, has its share of wall-hidden secrets. Last year, a man renovating a house made an exciting find, approximately $60,000 hidden within its walls. His initial joy quickly turned to disappointment when he realized the money was in pesetas, Spain's former currency, which ceased to be legal tender after the euro's adoption in 2002. The cash was, unfortunately, rendered worthless by the passage of time. These incidents underline a curious truth. Whether it's millions in cash discovered by police in India, $500,000 unearthed by builders in the US, or old currency rendered useless in Spain, the practice of hiding money in walls seems to rarely bring good fortune. Hidden wealth, instead of securing its owner's legacy, often ends up serving as a cautionary tale of loss, greed, and missed opportunities. Throughout history, people have gone to extraordinary lengths to hide their wealth, and walls have proven to be a popular hiding place. These hidden caches often come to light in the most unexpected ways, revealing incredible stories of greed, desperation, and sometimes sheer misfortune. Take, for instance, a case from 2015 in West Bengal, India. A municipal engineer became the center of a massive raid by law enforcement. What they uncovered was nothing short of jaw-dropping: $31 million in cash carefully concealed within the walls of his modest 6-room, 2-story home. The discovery wasn't just about the staggering amount, but also about the meticulous effort that must have gone into hiding it. Every nook and cranny of the house had been transformed into a secret vault, turning an ordinary home into a treasure chest of corruption. But it's not always the authorities who stumble upon these hidden fortunes. In 2022, builders in the United States were renovating a house when they made an astonishing find: $500,000 tucked away within its walls. For a brief moment, it must have felt like they had hit the jackpot. However, the thrill didn't last long. According to legal provisions, the money was returned to the rightful heirs of the home's previous owner, who had hidden the fortune. What was likely meant to be a secure stash ended up being nothing more than a delayed inheritance. Spain, too, has its share of hidden money tales. Just last year, a man renovating an old property found approximately $60,000 embedded in the walls. It was a thrilling discovery, no doubt, but his excitement quickly faded when he realized the money was in pesetas, Spain's former currency. Since the country transitioned to the euro in 2002, the pesetas were no longer valid legal tender, rendering the cash worthless. The treasure that could have transformed his life became nothing more than a nostalgic relic of the past. These cases, though diverse in their circumstances, share a common theme. Hidden money often fails to bring the reward its owner intended. Whether it's millions in a corrupt official's home, $500,000 found by unsuspecting builders, or outdated currency discovered during renovations, the practice of hiding wealth in walls rarely results in the outcomes people hope for. Instead, these stories serve as intriguing glimpses into human behavior and the lengths to which individuals will go to safeguard their fortunes, often with unintended consequences. The lengths to which people will go to hide their wealth are nothing short of fascinating, and walls seem to be one of the most popular and imaginative hiding spots. Over the years, numerous cases have surfaced where fortunes were found tucked away within the very fabric of homes. These discoveries often reveal stories of greed, corruption, or even forgotten histories. In 2015, a raid in West Bengal, India, exposed one of the most astonishing hidden cash stories. A municipal engineer, under suspicion for corruption, had his home searched by police. What they found left them astounded: $31 million in cash concealed within the walls of his otherwise unremarkable 6-room, 2-story house. The hidden money wasn't merely a hasty stash, it was intricately embedded into the structure, with each wall serving as a makeshift safe. The discovery not only highlighted the scale of corruption, but also showed the incredible effort the engineer had taken to keep his fortune out of sight. Not all stories of hidden money involve authorities, though. In 2022, builders in the United States uncovered $500,000 during a home renovation project. The money, hidden deep within the walls, must have been a heart-stopping find for the workers. However, their excitement was short-lived. By law, the cash was handed over to the heirs of the home's fortunes. Added to these tales just last year, previous owner, who had originally hidden the fortune. What may have been intended as a secret financial backup turned into an unexpected inheritance for descendants.